Dr. Darien back with us. We got to talk about Tracy Morgan because everyone was talking about it. He got sick.
He got sick. In a recent Instagram post, he shared that he had a bout of food poisoning, which unfortunately can happen just as sudden as that. I hope he's doing better. He's reportedly doing better. He's sharing a lot of his posts online. He's still being funny, which is a good thing. But it's an important reminder to talk about food poisoning and foodborne illnesses. We talk a lot about these types of things because they're very common. Many patients come into the emergency room for these issues. Just as a reminder, a foodborne illness is when bacteria or something contaminated is in your food, that thing grows in your body. Those symptoms can happen days to weeks later. Food poisoning is when there's a toxin in your food, often created by a bacteria, and that can create those sudden symptoms that just unpredictably happen, sometimes in the middle of a basketball game.
And what's the best way to treat it? Is it antibiotics?
Well, sometimes it can be antibiotics. The good news is that when it comes on really strong and fast like that, usually, as we most know from our history, and most of us have experienced this, it goes away generally fast, and the treatment is generally supported. We talked about this at the beginning of the show. What does that mean? Helping people with fluid hydration, making sure that they're not having a fever or any other symptoms, controlling those symptoms while they get through with time.
So at what point do you see the doctor?
If you can't treat your symptoms from the comfort of your own couch, then you have to talk to a provider. You can suffer from the complications of foodborne illnesses or food poisoning, again, like dehydration or other symptoms that you need help controlling. But it's really important just to remember to prevent them, and a lot of that happens in our kitchen. Washing our meats, washing our fruits and vegetables, especially because people don't realize that bacteria travel on them. And then the U.S. Department of Agriculture recommends throwing food away after 3 or 4 days. The smell check doesn't always pass the vibe check. You want to make sure to at least label your food or take a picture of it. The label or the date goes into your phone so you remember when you've made it.
The smell check doesn't always pass the vibe check.
It's true.
Remember.